Hey, I know you're worried. You're checking your card balance, staring at that minimal amount, maybe even that zero balance, wondering, what now? How do I feed my family when there's no money left and no answers? When I don't even know if the next round of benefits will ever load again? You're not alone in that feeling. And you're not crazy. You're scared. And here's the truth no one on the news is softening for you. See, according to the Associated Press, the USDA only has enough SNAP funding through October. And if this shutdown doesn't end soon, there won't be any money for November. And then, even the Trump administration, they've publicly warned of insufficient funds. States like Texas, for instance, they're already telling their 3.5 million recipients to prepare for no benefits next month. Wow. And according to the Business Insider, the USDA has told states to delay their benefit records. So what does that mean? That means even if the money does come, it could be late. So it could be there, but you won't receive it when you normally expect it. So what I'm trying to say is that this isn't a rumor. It's real, and honestly, it's terrifying. Because when you realize you might not have food money next week, your mind races. It thinks, where can I go? Who can help me? What if they say no? You think about the food pantry, but then you realize you've seen long lines, like 4 to 6 hours long, and when you've heard of people getting to the door only to be told that the pantry was out of food. Or you decide to call. You're on hold with an agency, you're hungry, you're tired, your kids are crying, asking if there's anything to eat, only to hear, sorry, you make too much money for us to help. That's not laziness, and it's not failure. That's what it feels like when the system breaks. It leaves real people like you hanging in the middle of it. But the truth is, in this day and time, everyone's running to the same few places right now. In those places, well, they're struggling too. See, many of these places where people are running to, they rely on the same government funding that's now frozen. Their shelves are thin. Volunteers are burnt out. Doors close earlier every week. What used to be help has turned into, I hope there's something left when we get there. And deep down, you know, waiting in line, hoping, praying, that isn't a plan. That's a delay. So let's talk about something different. What if you didn't have to wait? What if you didn't have to compete with thousands or millions of other people for a single bag of food? What if, for the first time, you had the power to produce what your family needs, no matter what the government does? That's where the hyperlocal grower manual comes in. Now, let me back up. Now, before you tune out or scroll away or click off, this isn't about becoming a farmer or having acres of land. It's about learning how to grow real, edible food in the space you already have. Even if it's just a windowsill, or if you've never planted a seed in your life. Even if you think, well, I don't have time. This isn't theory. This is about food in your hands, under your control. Now, inside this manual, you learn how to grow fast, nutrient-rich crops that sprout in as little as 7 to 14 days. how to build, small space setups, indoors, outdoors, no background needed. How to create real food security that no policy, no shutdown, no delay can take away from you and your family. Because when you grow your own food, you're not waiting anymore. You're not worrying if the pantry line will be closed before you get to the front. You're not refreshing your EBT app, praying for a balance update that makes you feel good so you can get some food, relieve some stress. You're eating, you're feeding your family, you're free. Now, most people will scroll past this, and I'm aware of that. They'll keep hoping the system fixes itself. They'll keep waiting for another emergency food drop. They'll keep telling themselves, next week, next week it'll be better. But you're still here, right? You're still watching this, and that means you're ready to take back your power. So here's my question to you. Are you going to wait for someone else to feed your family? Or are you ready to grow the food yourself? I know this is difficult, but I promise you don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to start. So, if you've made it this far, get the Hyperlocal Grower Manual now. Learn the skills that can feed you and your family, not just for a week, not just for a month, but potentially for the rest of your life. Because control over your food isn't just survival, it's true freedom. So click the link on here or below and get your copy of the Hyper Local Grower Manual today. I'll see you on the other side. Take care, stay strong, vigilant, and continue to move forward. All right? Peace.